Jordan, and to close out weekend rentals, I've decided to take on WWF Royal Rumble for the Sega Genesis. Now you might be thinking I could maybe make this a perfect playthrough. Hell, I just done a perfect playthrough of this game's predecessor, Super WrestleMania, so why not Royal Rumble? Well, let's take a look. So, we are going to be... I'm just beating up Royal Rumble. Footage resumes! By the way, did you know that all these wrestling games I'm playing were published by LJN on the Super Nintendo? So there's that. So, the only match that is even remotely close to a perfect playthrough is Royal Rumble. And I'm just gonna set difficulty 1, and I'm gonna try to go through all the different characters. There's Randy Savage. And that's like the graduation theme. Bret Hart. I'm not gonna stick on any of these things for very long because I don't want to get copied. By the way, and of course we did Hulk Hogan last time, so I'm probably gonna play as someone else because just like with Super WrestleMania, all these characters basically play exactly the same. Only their special moves are different. Now I know that music. There's Crush. Jim Duggan. So yeah, I'm just showing off all these guys before I choose my character. Probably gonna play as someone else this time, not. So, if you want to know, the different modes is 1-on-1, you choose who you want to play as, and who you want to fight, and who your opponent's gonna be. Tag team is much the same thing, but with 2 people on each side. And then there was like three ways, a triple fight, which is really just 3 teams fighting against each other at the same time. That mode's kind of fun, and that probably would have been a lot of fun to take on, to try and show off. But Royal Rumble is pretty much the closest approximation to a perfect playthrough. And I want to show that one off, and when I do show that one off and how that ends, yeah, there's a reason why I'm not really committing to a perfect playthrough of this game. There really is nothing to accomplish. There is no accomplishing everything this game has to offer. Alright, I just cycled through all these. I'm gonna choose the guy that played Gloria Swanson in South Park, Randy Savage. Nuggets for dudes. Nuggets for dudes. Like he's even wearing a pink leotard. Well, okay, not leotard. Pink spandex. Just now that's a pink leotard, but that's not my character. Alright, I gotta get away from them because the fact that I'm one of 3 wrestlers dressed in pink means it's gonna be really hard to figure out who I am. Basically, the objective of Royal Rumble: 6 fighters get in the ring, beat each other in a 6-way bout, and your objective is to try to toss out all the other wrestlers and be the last one standing. However, And one of the reasons why I'm avoiding the fight is because it is 6-way, so it's very easy to lose track of where you are. The controls are kind of difficult to navigate without an instruction manual. And oh yeah, there's another reason why I'm not doing a perfect playthrough WWF. You can't, well, two other reasons. Number one, this is literally it. This is pretty much just a party game that you're supposed to play with friends. There are no conditions to achieve as far as perfect playthroughs go. Alright, we threw out the first fighters and the second. And oh yeah, when you do clear in third, and when you do clear out, and when you do toss out a wrestler, someone else comes right in to take their spot. So you have to clear out all the wrestlers in the game in Royal Rumble, not just the 1 or 2 or 3. The game actually got rid of tournament mode, which is the reason why I'm also not doing a perfect playthrough of WWF Royal Rumble. And I never will, because there's no accomplishing anything that game has to offer, because there isn't anything to accomplish. Again, there's no beating the game with this one, so there's really no objective to go along with it. One-on-one, you just fight one wrestler and that's it. There's no tournament. You're not, like, I would love to see a tag team tournament mode, but there isn't. Trust me, I checked. I went over it. There's no... This is the closest approximation to a perfect playthrough in Royal Rumble. Which is a shame, because this is probably one of the best wrestling games on the Genesis. So why am I covering this game instead of like another Sega arcade game? Like something even more beloved or popular than Sega Sonic the Hedgehog? Alright, it looks like... Oh, never mind, somebody else just came into the ring. I think we are pretty close to getting everybody out, but we are... It's kind of... I can't get behind this guy. IRS. At least I recognize IRS. By the way, I forgot what his name is supposed to be, but I definitely recognized that's a this very long-winded name, but it is... But it took me a while to realize, oh, that's because his name is supposed to be IRS, as in he works for the government. And meaning IRS is supposed to be one of the bad guys in wrestling. Alright, now it looks like we're done with, we've done cycling through all the wrestlers, so we just have to take out the other 3 men. Alright, we threw this guy out, and now it's just the blue guy now. Sorry, I don't remember their names. Like, there were even a couple blondes in this game. I'm not entirely sure which one would have been Hulk Hogan. He just kind of came and went super quickly. So once I beat this guy, you'll see why I'm not doing a perfect playthrough. Especially since, again, every fighter in the game fights the exact same way. The only thing that's different is their special moves. So once I toss him out, and I win. Alright, that's the closest approximation that you're going to get to a perfect playthrough. If I do revisit WWF Royal Rumble, it's gonna be with 4 players or something, but that's it. And these are all the guys we eliminated. We even eliminated Hulk Hogan early on, so that's cool. And the last guy was Jim Duggan. So I hope you enjoyed that. So leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. I greatly appreciate it. With all out of the way, this is Mike Gordon, signing out.